everyone, and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Lau, and today we join you from Platz Am Meer Mall right here in Swakopmund. Now, as usual, I bring you the latest news, the weather and tides, and then for our interview, the feud between Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center and its employees bears forth. Now, Richard Haoseb and Stanley Tsei-Tseb, two of the hotel workers, share their continuing struggle for payment with their employers. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. And now it's time for your news all the way from Platz Am Meer Mall in Swakopmund. Now, the Ministry of Mines announced that it will not adjust fuel prices given current economic circumstances, but warned that this may be short-lived. Now, at the moment, fuel prices remain unchanged at $13.55 per litre of diesel and $13.58 per litre for petrol at Warfish Bay. Now, furthermore, Cabinet has approved a 100 million Namibian dollar purchase of the foreign-owned stake in Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center after months of protracted negotiations. Now, the hotel is owned in equal halves by state-owned transport, logistics and rail company Transnamib and international company Stocks and Stocks. Now, the hotel is valued at $350 million, but it has liabilities to the tune of 111 million Namibian dollars and an asset base totaling 65 million Namibian dollars. Now, with Transnamib refusing to lose its stake in the hotel for peanuts, government finally decided to acquire the hotel for 100 million Namibian dollars, a deal confirmed by Minister Jooste yesterday. Now, according to the minister, the purchase price made it compelling for government to buy the hotel. Now, he said the hotel was valued for around 4 times that amount a few years ago, and we felt it makes sense to secure this asset. Now, this price was negotiated and is in fact lower than the value of the loan account of legacy in the hotel, he said. Now, the successful purchase also means government will now own the entire shareholding in the hotel through Transnamib. And then finally, in the wake of the COVID-19 third wave, we have seen numerous instances where couples have died, leaving children behind and families reeling with the aftermath, says Anil von Finkenstein, head of F&B fiduciary. As the legal, she said that it's important that you outline your will, and she says that as the legal document which outlines the deceased person's last wishes, obtaining a copy of the latest will is the most essential part of the process. The will is the document needed to determine the distribution of assets, the naming of beneficiaries, and the devolution of the state. It should also name the executor or the executress of the will and will act as a guide for executing the deceased wishes. But head on over to our website, that's at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na, where you can read exactly a step-by-step guide on what you need to do to sort out the deceased last wishes. And then just a special mention to our golden girls, Christine Mboma and Beatrice Mashilingi, who put Namibia on the world map with their performances yesterday at the Tokyo 2020 finals. Well done, ladies. But again, head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to read all about what's happening right here in the region.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Once again, it's the Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center employees who's now standing in front of the museum. It's the same problem, same situation. So we are still facing difficulties with our company. So I am having a piece of paper here, court order Swakopmund Hotel winding up. I only will mention a few important points here. So we are still struggling with our company. Since from last week, they promised us to pay us 50% is coming from Transnamib, not from them, not from Legacy Resorts and hotels. It's coming from Transnamib. But until now, today is the 2nd of August, and we are still waiting. Because they sent us a letter which says that they are confirming whether we are going to get our salaries. So we are still waiting. So if you can allow me, then I will read just the important points for you. Since the hotel started operating, it has managed to show profit in only for 4 of the 26 years it was in business, Smith says. He said the facts provided to the High Court shows the company was hopelessly insolvent, and was clear. The insolvency did not arise because of the pandemic outbreak in 2020. Over the years the hotel has been operating. Transnamib has not received any profit from the venture, while Legacy Hotels Management Services received more than 58 million in management fees, and stocks received substantial interest payments on loans given to the company, Smith says. Transnamib involvement in the company shows poor corporate governance on its part, but that did not amount the conduct with the relevant section of the Companies Act, either for the judge found. Chief Justice Peter Shifute and appeal judge Sylvester Baker agreed with Smith's judgment. So that's now the important points. So
basically the thing is that what the staff are frustrated at the moment now is that the company is trying to play cat and mouse game with its employees, and always it's a postponement when it comes to get that 50%. We have to fight to get that 50% out from this company. The belief they give us is that the 50% are coming from Legacy Holdings, but it's not that way. It's from Transnamib. If was it from the Legacy Holdings and the delays are there, then what I think and thought now, of course, it's crossed the border due to the pandemic. It's a process. Well, it is right here in Namibia, in Windhoek, Transnamib, still we are suffering to get that 50%. Last month, it's been already been mentioned, we're supposed to get our 50% from Transnamib. They postponed it. They playing a tactic, a delaying tactic. 6th of August is the day they give us to hear what will happen with our fate regarding the winding up process of the court case that was held in Windhoek, the High Court. So just imagine, from last week, 6th of August is just around the corner. You are still waiting for your 50%. Whatever outcomes on the 6th of August, we the staff are thinking that these guys will not give us that 50%. Why are they playing that tactic of delaying? Just give us our 50% of last month. We got credits, we got kids, we got houses to look after. And then comes the 6th of August, then we can come together, listen and hear what happened with us. Either they retrench us, pay us out, or we open the company and continue. That is what we are frustrated really. And it's not easy. It's not easy for us. We are suffering. This is not the issue of 2-3 months. That is over 1 year now that we are still fighting with this company to get something out from this company. Really. And this issue is across the board. It's not a matter of only the staff. Even the management are involved into these issues. But they are so quiet about these issues. They are very quiet about these issues that we are suffering here. Only the staff must come up. You have to communicate through WhatsApp. You have to call them if you need to hear something. And it's really frustrated. Even right now, the HR are not even in the office. He's out. We try to get hold of him, straight to his office. He's not in the office. Our GM, she's nowhere to be available. Try to contact her, give her the message in your WhatsApp. There is no response. Only response is via the WhatsApp groups that have been created. That's the only response that she's sending us. So, as we already mentioned it, we don't want that story of WhatsApp. We need to see her face to face. Although she's having her busy schedules, but as a leader of the house, she's supposed to make a way, a plan for us to meet us so that we can sit and talk. Sometimes that's the best remedy. to speak with the people, sit with the people. Then we can also feel, no, this is our mother of the house, really, she do care for us. But if you're only on the WhatsApp and you send us the text messages, then it brings another idea into our minds that these people are basically playing with us, our livelihoods. It can be that extent, because we all are human beings. It can be to that extent that it might be these people can go sue this company for the livelihood what they have suffered through. Because you bring up our standard up to this, and all of a sudden we go down. And there are many factors in between there. Many things go wrong. And that is where we thought, now, man, we can even sue this company for what they did to us. Our livelihoods that we have suffered now. There are people almost lost their houses. I'm one of those people, almost lost my house. I have to fight to get my house. There are colleagues that resign, owning houses, buy house through the banks. Only thing you get if you resign is your pension money. Forget about the other monies that the company will give you. You will not get that money. They told you straightforward, there is no money, only your pension. You can work 20 years, 10 years. Sorry for that part, only your pension. So those are the things that are frustrating us. We need proper answers. We need answers from this company. There are many stuff. That WhatsApp groups, we don't want that WhatsApp groups. That is what we are really try to air now.
And how long has it been that you guys haven't been paid?
Actually, what we are struggling now for is 1 year and 5 months. They give us 50%. That was that time that we were doing the demonstration, where we start to get serious about this issue, is where they give us 50%. And when they give us that 50%, the deductions on that 50% was 100%. So just imagine, you get a 50% and deductions is 100%. All those credit that was been piling up, they took all the money for 1 year. And then we said, no, but this is not enough. Let's go back again to these people. And then they bring up that tactic. Okay, every month we're going to give you that 50%. You get that 50% every month, but the deductions is yet 100%. Those ones owning houses, energy houses. Energies, they deduct 100% from your 50%. What did you left? You got family. There's nothing left. The bank took his money. There's nothing left. So basically, there's nothing that this company giving to us. You give me 50%, the house take his money, bank take his money, I got my credit, I have nothing left to look after my family. So that is what we want, that the company must come to a conclusion, retrench us, or we open the company, we continue with our normal life.
I only having one question, one or two questions to our legacy bosses. As them, to put it honestly on the table, they like pets more than us. My managing directors, my chairman, and everyone out there in South Africa, are you also treating your pets like you are treating us? Leave them with hunger for 1 year and 5 months. And if it is not like that, please look after us. Let's sit together. The borders are open. We are waiting for you. Even in February, we sent out letters. We said we are giving you 48 hours or 72 hours to come and see us. It happened. So we are still waiting for you to meet you face to face, mouth to mouth, eye to eye, so that we can solve our problem.
Say a few words on behalf of the ministry, but specifically on behalf of Erongo region, to say thank you for coming on board. Thank you for this camp, and thank you for this camp foundation for this support. I know that it's part of your social responsibility, but it's not an obligation. So hence, we really appreciate your support during this time. And I know that I don't want to be oblivious of the fact that, during this difficult time, not everyone is producing to the maximum. I'm sure before COVID, you could have made maybe more profit than what you're making currently. But yet, you actually chose to share the little that you are making with us as the Ministry of Health and Social Services. So we really appreciate your support in that regard. Similarly, also, we are getting masks and plastic bags, as well as other hand sanitizer stand and so on and so forth. These are some of the goodies that we are using almost on a daily basis. And the demand can just go up on a daily basis, and they also, because of the demand and the being it consumable that can deplete quickly, they also need to be replenished as much as possible. So we just want to thank you for augmenting what the ministry is already doing. So thank you for that support. Yeah, I think on that note, maybe we can then just go over to the handover of the goodies. And maybe Dr. Kabongo, they can just say a word when we are receiving the donation.
I am Maini Yee, the store manager of the scheme Swakopmund. I would like to start by saying thank you for this opportunity to be a part of giving back to the community. At the scheme, we do not only care about our customers and our staff, but we also care about the community we serve. With this pandemic, we are living through a virtual, with this pandemic, we are living through is vital. We do as much as we can, especially with regard caring for the less fortunate. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. The Skin Foundation is proud to be part of this initiative. Part of the donation is made possible due to the Skin customers, which their purchases accumulated. For this, we want to thank our customers for also making this donation possible. The other part of the donation has been made possible by the Skin Foundation, which we are also grateful for. Therefore, we want to congratulate the Ministry of Health and Social Services for this initiative of adding extra care to the community, which we are thankful for. We would like to present Ministry of Health and Social Services with 5,000 adult masks, 1,000 kids masks, 2 sanitizer dispensers with hand disinfectant, 3 humidifiers, and 1,000 disposable bags. Once again, we want to thank our customers, the Skin Foundation, and Ministry of Social Services for this opportunity. And also a special thank you to Erongo Regional Director, Ms. Anna Jonas, that made all of this possible for us today. So thank you very much.
Hi there. Welcome back to Rowan's Reflections. If I had $1 for every single time somebody asked me what the difference was between management and leadership and whether there is a difference, I would probably be retired lying on some South Pacific island at this stage of the game. There is clearly a difference between managing and leading. And you can just speak to most of the leadership speakers and trainers today, and they will tell you that there is a difference between the two. The major difference is managers, I always say, enforce and instruct. Leaders, on the other hand, empower and inspire or influence. So it's about EI, not emotional intelligence, management and leadership EI. What I mean by this, managers are all about achieving the end goal. So a manager is not concerned about the welfare or the well-being of the team. The manager is simply concerned about achieving the objective, getting to the end goal and getting the job done. So they will instruct people and they will enforce rules and they will enforce procedures and tell the person, you need to do this, you need to go there, you need to do that. Leaders, on the other hand, more work with the emotions and the heart of a person. So it's about empowering people. A leader empowers people and gets them to become leaders themselves. Now, empowering, if you go look at the definition, means to develop somebody to your level or above. So as a leader, you are actually training people to be better than you are as leaders. They're learning all your skills and you're teaching them more skills so that they become better leaders. Inspiring people or influencing people happens when you have a passion about something. So if the leader is passionate about the team, if the leader is passionate about his message, if the leader is passionate about what they want to achieve and where they want this group of people to go, they will be able to influence those people. So influencing is about the emotions, getting people to do things because they want to do it for you. They want to impress you. They trust you. So that's the biggest difference. Managers are task-orientated. They push to get the task done. They don't care about the team. The leader is a lot more concerned with the team and the well-being of the team, building relationships and developing trust so that they can influence people. The end result is that the leader is under less stress and has to run around less worrying about whether people will achieve the goals or not, because they will automatically do it because they want to do it. So now you know the difference between managing and leading. I will catch you for another chat.
And now it's time for your weather and tides for all the major towns here in the Erongo region. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk, but you can always head on to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na for all the latest news happening right here in the Erongo region. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, and you can get in contact with us at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040 on both WhatsApp and on Telegram. There is also your go-to number if you want to advertise with us on both print or online media. 011 7040, 011 7040. Now, unfortunately, it's time for us to bomber out of here, so we will see you again next time. Enjoy your day.